couple of sets?
Well, we did not pass the ball very well tonight. And, in that first set, we had a lead and just shanked 2 balls in a row, then served 2 balls out and started giving some easy points. And so they definitely won the serve pass battle. So that was huge. And and then we made some switches and it worked, and we got some momentum. And unfortunately, the ball bounced our way a few times. Lekator was cramping, and but we were right there, really close to forcing a 5th set, and so I liked our fight, but not quite enough tonight.
Dan, how was the call on that final challenge explained? I don't know how much of an explanation there is.
Yeah, the ball was out. Unfortunately, the line judge was in front of the camera, and so we have a different camera angle than the feed from that people see it on TV. So the only way we're going to get it is if the upref overrules it if they don't have clear video evidence. So it was a bad break.
At what point did you know Kayla wasn't going to be able to go tonight, and was that a harder decision with it being such a big match?
No, I don't want to comment too much on her health, other than just to say we have a few girls on our team that we're managing some load, and we want to be as fresh as we can going into the tournament.
For you personally, just how important were the simple things, and where were the simple things in terms of falling short tonight?
Yeah, the biggest simple thing is, which isn't simple, but it was just our serve receive wasn't as good as it normally is. But I thought we did a lot well, and there's a reason they're the number 1 team, and we knew we had to play well. But that was probably the biggest negative.
What's the takeaway as you prepare for the NCAAs, and you'll go over some of this?
Well, I think the biggest probably bright spot is Rachel Fairbanks. She had almost 800. So she's been coming on really strong lately, and I think that gives us one more really good weapon offensively. And so I really like what I saw from her tonight. And then we also put in another freshman, Emmy, who's been coming on strong in the back row as well. And so I think we have some girls like them that are playing their best volleyball ever, and so we're a team that wants to be and believes we're still getting better. And so that's the kind of team we want to be going into the tournament.
Dan, what is Kayla's injury?
I'm not going to comment on that.
I guess what is the? I don't know if this is a question kind of answers itself, but what is the impact of not having a player of her caliber and experience out there on a night like tonight?
She's obviously she's a 2-time player of the conference and has great poise, and she does everything well. But that being said, we almost forced the 5th set, so I don't feel like I feel like we can win without her. And so I think we're a really deep team, and we're not, we haven't built this team around any individual player. Other than passing, I thought it wasn't our best offensive night from the middles. That was a little uncharacteristic. We usually get a few more kills out of the middle. And so those are things we can definitely improve upon by the tournament.
It's not a selection show where you don't know you're in. Yeah. What are the emotions like when you kind of sit and watch that?
From this year for me, we'd like to be a top 4 seed. I'd be shocked, if we weren't. But if we're we want to win a championship, so you're gonna have to beat a lot of good teams. And the draw. If you want to win a championship, the draw isn't the whole story, right? So, obviously we want to see our fate and start getting to work scouting and preparing for these teams. But I'm glad we have. I'm glad we have the week and a half off. That we have some time to get a little bit more healthy.
Do you feel like you could definitely see this team in the tournament? And do you feel more prepared having played them twice, or is it more difficult without having Kayla?
I would love to play them again in the tournament. No question. I think there was a lot of hype around this game. Of course, we wanted to win, but I'd rather beat them in the tournament. I'll put it that way.